We are halfway through sea turtle nesting season here in Florida. There's something exciting going on right now.
You do not want to miss this because it is so unusual to be able to actually catch this happening in real life, right? So a Fernandina Beach group is out this morning monitoring sea turtle activity. News4JAX reporter Aaron Farrar is joining us live. Look at what we are seeing live on TV right now. Aaron, baby turtles just hatched within the past few minutes. Oh, my goodness.
Look at this journey. Aaron, this has got to be exciting for you, too.
Oh, absolutely. This is exactly what everybody here was hoping to see. We even talked about it about half an hour ago. This was the result we were hoping to see. About 30 turtles just hatched, and now they are slowly but surely making their way to the ocean right now. The group that you see with the blue shirts on, they're the Amelia Island Sea Turtle Watch. They come out to the beach every single day during this season to monitor different sea turtle activity. Today, there were 2 excavations. They would dig up sea turtle nests and see if there were any eggs. This is the result of that. More than 128 eggs were a part of this. 30 turtles are heading to the ocean right now. Sea Turtle Vice President Bill Bachram says that this is why they do what they do. People are so excited to see this. You see a lot of the people who are volunteers, even maybe seeing this for the first time, are excited to see this is the result. And of course, this is what they were hoping for. The last thing I'll mention is over the course overnight, they found 2 additional nests. So what you're seeing right now can possibly happen again as soon as Monday.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Aaron, I want to remind our viewers at home, because there are a lot of people during sea turtle nesting season who go down to try to catch this. We are seeing the volunteers picking up the sea turtles. You really should never do that unless you are a trained volunteer. But could you remind us how many sea turtles we have here, if you could? And then also, are there a lot of nests that are still waiting, for the sea turtles to hatch along the beach there?
That is a good point. I do want to mention the group of volunteers that you see here are approved by the FWC to do this. So it's only a certain group that are allowed to do something like this. We know that at this point, there are several dozen nests here at the beach. At this point, they are still waiting for some of those eggs to hatch. Also, there are some that have already hatched, and turtles have already gone out to the sea as well. So there are still documenting just how many are existing. But in this situation, there are thousands that can already be in the sea over the last several months.
Yeah, and when we talked last hour, Aaron, you were talking about the fact that there are actually fewer nests this year than they've seen in past.
Yes, that is because, or one of the reasons I should say, is because there has been a recent beach renourishment project. So a part of that, they had to relocate some of the nests. And when something like that happens, some of the sea turtles, they decide that they want to go to a different area to produce some of those eggs because of some of the lights and the sounds and the different scenery of the machines that they would see during a renourishment project. So that was one of the reasons why Fernandina Beach right now is below average at this point of sea turtle nesting season when it comes to nests. But they are still having success in seeing some of those nests develop, as I mentioned, 2 of them just overnight.
Yeah, I don't want to turn negative here, but these little baby turtles, they face, how do I put this, an uphill battle once they get into the sea, because there are some creatures out there that, might prey upon them. I mean, this is just nature's reality.
Yes, that is the unfortunate part of it, but this is one of the things people, just them getting to this point is a big deal. But then, of course, they're in a portion of the sea for a couple of years to get older, and that's the hope. But of course, they are at risk of falling prey to some of the other predators out there. It's just a matter of hoping that they're able to one day have an opportunity to lay eggs themselves. But it's one of those things, it's just the course of nature.
Yeah, and no, and to your point also, I've interviewed Kevin Brown, who takes care of Neptune Beach and Atlantic Beach Sea Turtle Patrol, for years, and he said only about maybe 1, and I'm trying to remember the stat, like 1 in 100 actually make it out to sea, which is why, Aaron, will you remind our viewers why it's so important, this whole clean, dark, and flat that they're constantly reminding us of this time of year for people who are going to the beach maybe this weekend?
Absolutely, that is a good point. So a lot of times like this is actually pretty interesting to see them getting out to the ocean at this point of the morning. A lot of times these sea turtles are heading out when it's dark outside, so at dusk or or in the late evening as well, or even in dawn. And so it's a situation where the beaches love to remain clean, dark, and flat because that lessens the risk or the distractions or even just the obstacles that might be in the way of these sea turtles just even getting to sea. So if you're going to be out on the beach, just be mindful of that. Try not to have any bright shining lights. If you're on the beach during the day, try to make sure you bring some of whatever you brought with you home with you so you're not leaving any obstacles in the way for these sea turtles, because most of the time when you're not at the beach is the prime opportunity for these sea turtles to make it to where they're going now.
All right, we're going to head to break. So you saw the handlers picking one up because there were some shells in its way. Another, had turned upside down a little bit. Their job right now, get them into the ocean and make their way, and hopefully they grow into big, beautiful turtles.
Stay up.
What an amazing sight. Thanks for watching on the morning show, and we're just watching, an unbelievable sight that a lot of people don't get to see.